Yay!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Alignment Shift, officially less buggy and more complete than Cyberpunk 2077. Okay, jokes aside.
Do we have to restart? Do we have to restart
Well,
Peggy? I think she died.
And I am joined.
Complete?
Yeah.
I may have said that.
Yeah.
Hey, we're here. So,
One more.
I'm going to go in order of people from left to right on my screen. You can't see my screen because we're not doing video anymore. But just so that people understand my methodology, I'm joined by me. Wait a minute. I'm joined by Peggy.
Hello.
I'm joined by Kayla.
Hi.
I am joined by Steven.
Huh?
I'm joined by AJ.
This computer booted up like he was.
What?
What?
All right.
I heard his computer boot up whenever he answered.
What?
I'm joined by George
Hi.
and Mackenzie.
Oh.
It didn't come through.
That did not come through at all.
Oh. Hello.
There we go. All right. And picking up where we left off, none of us exactly remembered where we left off, and we were all too lazy to look at the stream. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start back at Grayskull Keep after Elena has returned from her trip to the ambassador's embassy in Iman, after having flirted her way through the conversation with the person currently in charge of
Flirted?
non-human affairs.
A little much, but okay.
You're
He-
right, you did flirt a little much.
Let me rephrase.
Cheese.
He flirted, I should say.
Yeah.
But you have returned to Grayskull Keep. Is there anything the party wishes to do immediately?
No.
Nothing?
Wow, that
Not-
was a sudden thing to drop
Great.
on us.
Wait,
Yeah, it's
I
only
have a
only,
question.
only been like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Is
You didn't
this
tell us we're gonna have free time.
after? Question. Sorry. So this is after Elena returned from the council place with all of the
Yes.
papers, right?
That is true.
Yeah. I remember what we were doing.
What were we
at
doing?
We were at the dining room table sorting through all of her papers because she was a mess, and
Oh.
Vale wouldn't help.
And then we're
I remember that part.
Very
yeah,
good.
and
Who
we're
is
also talking.
who is assisting Elena with that document?
Was I doing anything important?
No.
No.
I was
remember what we were doing too.
I was dealing with complaints.
Yeah.
And so, just to give you a little bit of a taste, this
Oh,
is what
Oh,
you are
God.
reading through. I'm going to let you guys
Oh,
mull
wait.
over that while everyone else talks.
no. Wait, please. I terribly, awfully remember something that happened. Uh-oh.
Hit me with it. And where were you guys when I was asking the group, what happened last time? I don't remember.
I literally told you in the group chat what happened.
You did not.
I did too.
I used 4 sending messages.
Oh, right. I do kind of
Oh,
remember.
Yeah, and we're
Yeah.
deciding to go to Upper Hills to save my brothers.
Oh yeah! I remember that. I had plans for that sniper rifle.
Yeah. Right, you forgot about that.
Gotcha. But we are all
too.
still around the table, correct?
Yes.
I believe so.
Okay. I have to ask Kayla, what do you think of my legal document?
It's so boring.
I'm trying to process it right now.
Yeah.
It's
Now you know
very
Is
why-
this why you were looking up how to make
Fake legal documents, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Just do it on 11 by
That's
14
nuts.
paper and just write whatever you want.
I found a generator.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Oh no. You monster.
Literally just type it in. It was like, how many paragraphs do you want? I was like 3, and it's like, here you
Hey,
go. It went up to 13.
Oh no.
So, as Elena and Sapala are continuing to mull through complaints, everyone discussing plans for assaulting the Umber Hill, there is outside the room, Grayskull Keep, mostly empty. So any sounds that echo through the halls come rather loudly, with no servants or anyone
Oh,
on the
right.
grounds. So you all hear resounding at the front of the building,
Guess I go answer it.
You walk up front to the door, You do not see anyone at the doorway when you open it. However, glancing around trying to see who may have been there, you see a small envelope left on the door stoop at the front of the keep.
Oh, good. Authority Times newspaper subscription still active.
Can I pick it up? I'm really nervous.
You sure can. So the envelope has as you reach down and pick it up, a blue seal appears on the paper where your thumb kind of touched the paper, and it lights up, and the paper, which had previously looked empty, the wording on it, the ink appears on it.
We've been trying to contact you about your car's auto warranty.
Damn it.
It is now in your
Finding
journal, and I'm showing to players.
Whoa!
The letter reads, "Report from Scout Millar. Our scouts have located your brothers at the Umber Hills. They are safe, and they have not been harmed. They have not harmed your brothers. It seems they have friends among the enemy. The landscape is barren and void of any green. One thing they have not prepared for is shock and awe. The element of surprise would mean more planning than one scout could handle. Make a perception, not a perception check. Make me a what's the word I want to use? Intelligence check.
I'm intelligent. Yeah.
Did you share this with everybody or just Elena?
I'm the only one at the door.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Intelligence.
I don't know. My first question. Everybody's going. You don't know. You're not there.
She was still
Jordan.
reading it.
No, I'm not. I'm just. We're gonna go with Percy Dice tonight.
So while she's doing that, I'm very glad that I took screenshots of my character on my phone because when I changed over to my new phone, even though the app moved over, I lost everything.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So thank God I have pictures of
I got an 18.
18, perfect. Reading through the note, you detect hints of Thieves' Cant. There's something hidden in this letter, but it is not obvious in Thieves' Cant. Basically, you can tell that there's a hidden message. There's even a spot on the bottom right corner where you can see written backwards, there is a hidden message. But you would have to investigate yourself to figure out the message.
I investigate it?
Oh no, I mean Peggy has to investigate it.
Oh, what do you mean?
This is a puzzle for you.
No!
Should have looked at it closer.
I'll re-show it. You may
you may
also
enough.
You can elicit the help of your fellow players.
Yeah, but the thing is, I can't even zoom in enough to see. I see a lot of P's.
Oh wait, really? You can't zoom in?
I can't. No.
Oh.
Wait, my hand. Nope.
Oh really? Oh, on my screen I can really blow it up when I click on it. All right. In that case, let me post it here in the chat. General.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna walk back. I'm gonna start heading back. That Percy Dice storage, 16. First roll.
Nice. So, Peggy, you're going to bring back the letter to the party. Are you going to read everyone and tell it that you believe there's a secret message in it?
Yes.
All right. Does anyone want to take a crack at it?
I'll take a look at it.
Well, it's got a clasp symbol on it.
Yeah.
Do you ever do any of those like escape room card games?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what this reminds me of.
A little bit.
Fold this
I
one.
was thinking of The Room.
Mm.
I literally am obsessed with that game.
Oh,
Not sponsored. Please sponsor us.
I was thinking of Fire.
Wait, what are we trying to get sponsored by?
The Room.
Anything?
Yeah, right.
I don't know what that is.
Pencil.
Should have like some random tortilla company sponsor us.
I will give
Oh my God, yes.
I will give 2 hints on this.
Hold on.
I know, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
we're trying to figure it out.
Not all of us have this, right?
It's in the Discord.
Yep.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Shock and
Never mind.
awe, huh? We could probably use some weather control magic.
No, okay. Here's the thing, Glabe. It's got thieves can't. It's a coded message.
Oh shit, I can't do any of that. Have fun with it.
I can't. I can see the thing in the corner, but I can't like.
Excuse me.
Does anybody else want to take a look at this? Does anybody else know thieves can't?
I'm taking a look at it.
Okay.
Xavier, make an intelligence check.
Those are the letters I found. I might have missed some.
What'd you? What check?
Intelligence.
Just straight intelligence.
Yeah.
25, natural 20.
25. You do notice reading. Oh, did you say natural 20?
Natural 20.
Of course you did.
Natural 20, of course.
On the
'cause
Percy
it's
die.
Xavier Constantine. There is a repeated symbol many times on this letter. It is a kind of O with a line through it.
Mm-hmm.
That was the hint. With a natural 20, I would say that you can tell that there are some words that are spelled with that symbol incorporated into them.
Yeah.
I found that too. I didn't need to roll for it though. They have your friends, the green one, and the mean one.
Green one and the mean one.
Who's bad at puzzles now?
Oh
Cal?
no! Oh no! Is it? Do they have a wait? Is green one? Is it? Is it our Bollywog friend? I don't know who the mean one is.
Kayla?
I did.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to be right, so I don't want to.
Kayla.
Don't say it. He'll take notes.
Yeah, I made up a puzzle with no answer to it. You guys tell me the riddle.
It was in case the answer was different.
Sapala.
I don't want to be right.
Who is it?
Nobody. It's nobody. It's nobody. Nothing's happening.
Sapala.
Sapala, we can't save them if we don't know who they are.
I'm talking as Caleb right now. I'm not Sapala.
She's running away. Get back here.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Let me ask Cal a question.
Okay.
Privately. A little bit.
Sure. Send me a private question.
I have to find you. Where you are.
I'm right here.
It's okay. I often have to find myself.
Same.
Daily.
It
Every
isn't finding
morning when I
others
look in
that
the
one
mirror.
truly finds
I might
yourself.
be completely wrong. I have several answers to this.
The green one and the mean one.
Because Benedictus isn't green.
He's also not mean, so how dare you?
Yeah, he's a real nice guy, actually.
Yeah.
What?
The only one that I can think of as mean is my brother.
What color was Grogath Gorgoth?
He's white. Very white. Bleached white.
What about the one that we can't say the name?
The goblin, our goblin friend.
Yeah.
Jack Jabba Jack is green. Yes.
Say Steven can say his name just fine.
You know what? I actually, in that very moment, I forgot what it was until he said it. I'm like, oh yeah.
That's right.
Jack, Jabba, Jack.
Jack Jabba Jack.
Oh.
Yeah, that. I knew it at the time, but I haven't been practicing.
I'm actually shocked right now.
What?
That are we figuring it out?
So, does the green one and the mean one refer to our friends that are taken? Or
Yes.
refer to the people who have taken our friends?
Oh, so our friends that have been taken.
Your friends, the green one and the mean one.
So
Yeah,
there's two, right? That's not just referring to
Yes.
one person.
No, a green person and a mean person.
I think I know. That's Laura and Ananduel.
Oh no!
That
I
was
mean,
like
calling
my
her the
third
green one is
guess.
calling her the
I-
green one is a little.
It's a little mean.
I was thinking of frog for the second option, but this is worse.
good,
How
I'm
dare
good.
you?
This is worse.
I mean, that means we have friends on the inside.
I'm going to burn
Wait a
them
minute, wait a
to
minute,
ash.
wait a minute.
Wait a minute,
Oh
wait
my
a minute,
God.
wait a minute, wait a minute.
Jack, protection.
What?
hand.
Y'all take up scat.
I'm
So wait,
hanging
are
by
you saying? Are you wait? Are you saying that this letter is from our two friends and that they're friends with my brothers on the inside, like they're pretending
No,
to
so
be
this
enemies?
letter,
Okay.
this letter is a message from a scout that your brother had sent up to the Umber Hills.
Right.
The scouting party has sent back this letter with a coded message in it as well.
Okay. All right. So we definitely have to go save my brothers and Laura and Andura. Not Laura, but yeah, Laura. Right?
Yep, Laura and Lorelei, but Laura for short.
Lorelei. And an Anduel.
All right. So what are we doing?
Have I been to the Umber Hill before?
Just teleport to the middle of the camp and start blasting.
I'm gonna say no. So the Xavier didn't spend a lot of time just sightseeing. The Umber Hills is a tainted battlefield over 800 years old from back at the original war between Drasig and Tal'Dorei, in which demons poured forth and permanently scarred the landscape and utterly destroyed everything. And to this day, kind of just remains a barren wasteland.
Has Udaris ever been there?
I'm going to say no, just because of where we discussed that you had kind of roamed previously. It was a little more southeast.
I'm just gonna say Elena probably hasn't been there, just as an assumption. Or has she?
No, she hasn't been there.
Okay.
Sapala is new to
definitely
Tal'Dorei.
haven't.
And Vale probably not. No one here has really frequented the battlegrounds of Tal'Dorei.
That's fine.
Where are the Umber Hills?
They are directly to the north of the city of Amon. So where you guys had gone,
do we have
gallivanting
map?
with the? Well, yeah. If you take a look at the map that is up on the screen right now, it is directly north of the map. Basically, just on the other side of that is where it starts turning into the Umber Hills. Maybe I'll pop it over to the big map and draw them out here. But it's where when you were with the cavalry of Amon and all those cannons shot down from the hillside, that was the Umber Hills.
Dope. So I guess we're traveling by foot then?
Probably the.
Didn't we come up with a plan on how to infiltrate?
We did.
We did.
Yeah.
I remember this. Me and Vale were
sneaking in.
going into the camp, sneaking in, and to try and win over Drasig.
We did. Kind of.
But you told me to go. You told me to talk to somebody.
I told you to talk to Benedictus.
No,
Yeah.
no, I remember this specifically.
Did you write it down, Kayla?
This is the one time I took awful notes, okay?
Oh.
Nah, I'm messing with you. I did ask you to check in on Drasig, because we actually want to find out what kind of person he is, whether or not he can be reasoned with.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you to talk to him.
Well,
I
I'm
asked
going.
you to get an eye on him.
Elena was gonna be on top of some hill.
Yeah.
Ready to just Tekken shoot him if needed.
Yeah, apparently I was supposed to get the gun or something, but I doubt that.
That's all I remember.
That.
All I remember is I was supposed to infiltrate with Vale, and I was kind of excited about it.
Look, on one hand, that's a fantastic idea. On the other hand, that's a horrible idea.
We can also go meet up with my brother, see what knowledge he has of the camp, and then further plan from there.
That's what the rest of us were going to be doing.
After.
And if we needed to get in and save these two, Xavier would be able to pop us in there.
This is true.
As he yawns and he has an explanation. Oh, it just flips me off in the camera. Thanks.
This is the player, not the character.
All love here. All love.
It is all love.
All love.
I missed it. Do it again. Thank you.
Feel the love now, George.
Maybe.
I'm feeling really stupid right now because I cannot find the Umber Hills on the map, and I know I'd seen it on the map.
On the map, on the map, on the
Secret
map.
Oh, it's definitely there.
They don't even know where it is.
Honestly,
Leave it
what
in
I
mind.
have to do is go into the guide, find the Umber Hills in the book, and then I can find it on the map in 2
Oh.
seconds.
I found it, and apparently it's not where I thought it was.
Go!
Okay, so the Umber Hills are to the north of Tal'Dorei. They're just a little bit further and a little more easter than I remembered. So it's going to be a couple-day journey by foot. They are... I'm going to draw it on the map here. Put you guys on the map so you can see what I'm doing.
On the map.
I can make sure this time, so I'm not doing the stupids. Oh my god, how was I that wrong? How did I... Alright.
Well, that changes everything.
It kind of does. A little bit. For my...
It's
at least my mental... it's here.
Ah, that's...
I thought it was here.
Oh, okay.
I
So
did too.
So this is where the army... Okay, yeah, this ruins things because the Orc army went this way, came up this way, went up here, and is now going this way. Alright, yeah,
They needed
whatever.
to make a shopping trip.
They made a shopping trip, sure.
Yep.
I'm kind of mad at myself now. It's been in my plan this whole time that they were in the Umber Hill from the very beginning, and apparently I didn't know where that was.
You could pretend it was there.
Oh, they're in the new Umber Hills. Gotcha.
The new Umber Hills.
I mean, there is going to be a new Umber Hills.
Well, the point was I thought it was right by Fort Daxia, which was from the thingamabob. All right, you know what? We're just going to retcon. Hold on. Retcon, everyone, drop your brain. It's not the Ember Hills. It's definitely in the Othenden Pass.
I knew it.
I
I knew that was a trick.
Yeah, it was, God, I cannot believe myself. They're there.
It's okay, Cal.
Cartographer
Guys.
made a mistake. It's okay.
Guys, he said it's in the Authenden
The Offenden.
Pass.
Umber Hills? What are you even talking about?
Who said Umber Hills?
Who said
Who's
that?
Umber
I didn't
Hills?
hear Umber Hills.
No one
What
ever
even
said
is
that.
that?
Nobody knows that person.
That was Benedictus.
You know, it
Dang.
probably was. I can burn you.
Yeah, honestly.
It's also the name of a small gathering bonfire. A Heckin' Bernie.
Really?
Okay, so I'm going to be kicking myself for the rest of the night for a mistake I've been making for 2 years or more because it's been in my notes. Like, they're in the Umber Hills. This is great. This is Drassig. His father did this stuff. Whatever.
Makes you feel
He
better.
didn't want to
no one
live in the
picked up on
shadow
it.
of his father.
Anyway,
So
so
he moved it. Last moment.
Yeah, that's it.
sure, we'll do that. All right, you guys, what are we doing? Are we heading out? Are we looking to get some camels? Or are we looking to...
Camels?
Horses are so boring.
Horses.
How do
We
I
need
More
camel?
elephants.
Camels are actually very fast.
They are.
Have an elephant.
Rick O'Connell he won the race in the money.
All right. Let's do this.
I need a plan. Where are we going?
What time of day?
Is there a place that sells war elephants?
I can turn into a war elephant.
In Iman, if you wanted to get exotic goods like that, you could definitely check down by the docks. There is massive trade that goes in and out of Iman from all across Tal'Dorei. And elephants may be imported from more, I'm not sure if that would be more tropical or more Marquesian.
Never see it coming.
Could I just
would never
become an elephant?
Probably.
Is there
That's
a
the whole thing?
Question
They
is-
want us to show up without weapons. An elephant is an animal. It's not a weapon. I got the head to the palm, ladies and gentlemen. I did it.
Like that was difficult. Come on.
Sorry, Cal.
I mean,
No, don't be. I'm still kicking myself mentally.
You're good.
wow, stupid.
I'd be like, hey guys, I'm gonna go on a 2-minute walk from New York City to Los Angeles. I'll be right back.
All right, give me something while he's out.
Souvenirs.
I want a
Anyway.
T-shirt.
So, are you guys heading to the Tal'Dorei docks then? Or not Tal'Dorei, the Iman docks?
Down by the docks.
Where do the watermelons grow?
Back to Grayskull.
We will not go.
But are we going to go with my plan of having Vale and Sapala sneak in and actually assess the situation?
Yes.
I'm fine with
Sounds good.
Do we want to sneak or do we actually just want to walk in?
Just
I
go
think-
walk
Wait a
in.
minute.
I don't
I'm
care.
an idiot. I'm an idiot. Xavier has to go with them because he can't teleport us in on a guarantee unless he has already been to a location, right?
Well, I've been
Correct.
meaning to work on a spell, and this trip will give me some time to work on it. If I don't get it done by the time we get there, we can update our plans from there.
Okay.
I
I
think
want
I,
to heckin' sneak.
Cal, I think I've sent you the copy of the spell before. Believe I think I have to send you an updated copy.
Feeling Sapala girl power.
Damn it! Now that song's stuck in my head. Down by the bay.
George, I need you to know something. I have never
Yeah.
seen Vale in my head with anything but a neutral, annoyed expression.
Same.
Yeah, that's accurate.
I feel like Vale, like, secretly like loves Sapala, but she's also like trying not to show her weakness.
Did you send me something, Mackenzie?
No,
I'm
feel like that's a
looking to
risk.
see if I actually made an
Oh,
updated
it's not a
version.
secret.
no.
Vale
Where
would
did I
die for
write that down?
Sapala.
I wrote something about that lately. Where did I write that?
What? That Vale would die for Sapala?
Something along those lines. Where was that?
What? Stop.
Oh yeah.
All you gotta do
yeah.
is say the word, Sapala, and we'll all die for you.
I mean, yeah.
Stop.
Elena
Like
immediately
lemmings
pulls out
off
a
a cliff.
Elena immediately pulls out a knife and holds it to her wrist. I will fucking split it right now.
I told her if she ever did that again, I would not bring her back to life. So.
So I haven't done an updated version of it yet, but that's the general spell.
Drastic can't kill me if I kill me.
Honestly. Hey, Kayla, you should turn your attention to my camera.
I was already looking at you.
Oh, you can't see it. I'll just send you a photo.
Okay. Let's go.
So the rest of us will go to the camp. You two will infiltrate Drasig's pass.
3? Them 3?
Did I say three?
Just Phil and I.
Potentially.
Potentially us three, potentially not. To be determined. TBD. Cal, Facebook.
Hi, Facebook. Un momento, por favor. Open up Mackenzie Ellie, looking at the thing. Gonna put it in my butt. Gonna read this thing real quick here.
What?
What? Oh, this.
caught
Yeah. This. I remember this. Did you retweak it?
I haven't retweaked it yet, but the few things that need to be retweaked, I can change and update. But I just wanted to send you that again.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. And you're creating this, correct?
Yes.
Now?
Yes, I'm going to take the few days that the trip is going to take to create it. He has worked around in his brain a little bit, but it comes the actual experimentation part of it.
All right. So you're not going to get to that until the journey, which at the moment we're just going to the docks. At that point, I'll have you make a Arcana check. But
he will spend some money to get supplies.
Yes, and I happen to have all that information pulled up here. So, are we not going to the docks? People are getting confused. Which is confusing me.
Why are we?
Where are the docks?
I believe
stables.
I believe someone wanted an elephant.
I want several elephants.
Oh We're not getting elephants.
Why not?
They're not fast enough.
Kind of slow, right?
They can go pretty fast when they get going.
Hey, if we're just kind of going into the camp thingy, why do we need an elephant?
Fine. Always wanted to ride an elephant.
Later, not right now. Okay.
Why is an elephant cheaper than a warhorse?
That's what I was wondering.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at this. I'm like, why is an elephant cheaper than a warhorse? I would get an elephant!
I don't have to buy one. I can just turn into an elephant.
This is true.
Although I don't particularly want to be an elephant.
But she'd do it for you, Glaive.
I have an elephant.
You do?
That is true. You do have an elephant.
The bird has an elephant.
I don't know if it's a one-time thing or not.
Forget about that. His name in the group chat is literally has an elephant.
I forgot about that.
They're just names at this point, you know? Like, man, whatever. Has an elephant. What's up?
Yeah, my wife hates that you guys change your name so much. She's like, I have no idea who anyone is because it changes, and I don't know who has killed her aunt.
Hey.
What's mine right now?
I don't remember.
I didn't even realize my name got changed to killed her aunt.
I thought you did it.
No,
I did it. I did it.
To be fair, I mix the two of you up a lot. Killed Craghammer and kills her aunt. I mix the two of you up all the time.
Yeah, I do too.
Damon George the Capuchin.
Fuck, I'm changing that.
Oh yeah, that's right. He still has a tail.
I don't even know what mine is.
Oh wait, did we get rid of that?
Yeah.
Did.
Oh, okay, damn it.
Hey, when did you send a picture of me with sticker Overlord on it?
A while ago.
We are getting so far away from the game right now.
All right.
Yes. Let's
fix yourselves.
All right, so we're going to the stables then.
Yeah.
Most likely get some horses.
All right. So you all head out of Greyskull Keep, leaving the shambled, empty husk of a building behind.
Are we gonna perchance stop by the go by the council area so I can drop off the sorted paperwork?
Yeah, you could theoretically make your way through the whole city, kind of go through the military district to exit to the north side, make your way up that way.
Or do y'all just want to get the horses and then meet me?
We could just get the
Why
horses.
are we leaving you?
I need to go drop off this paperwork.
So we do it. So we take a 15-minute detour and then go on our way.
Okay.
Yeah, no need to separate from one another, right?
That works too.
We get in trouble when we do that.
I didn't know what you wanted to do.
Well, now you do.
Let's go.
All right. So you guys make your way through the city of Amman. Again, another quiet day. The city seems on edge. City preparing for war. Not really sure. I could probably compare the atmosphere here to Cold War 1980s, where there's a looming threat, but everyone has to continue about their daily lives. You make your way through to the Cloud Top District, stopping by briefly in the Cloud Top District at the north side. There's the embassy for Singorn, and you can see other embassies here. There's even like a one for Marquette, where it's got these beautiful white marble pillars going up with golden capped kind of egg-shaped domes at the top, but it's small, almost humble despite its gorgeous architecture. You can see like a simple temple for Vasselheim with each of the districts represented with statues lining on the outside. And then you see the Singorn Embassy, which is easily 3 times as big as either of the other 2 embassies. A very colonial style building with these large tree trunk pillars up the front, the branches combing over into a beautiful tiled roof. Which you can immediately see that the spending from Singorn for representation in Amman is much higher than a lot of the other nations. So, Elena, you pop in. You're dropping off paperwork with who?
Well, I was gonna go to the illegal eagle dude.
Let me hold on before we drop off all the paperwork here. That paperwork was not a you will get this done in a morning. That was every single one of these needs to be addressed individually. People need to be contacted on this. Fees need to be paid by taxes and things like that. There's really not much for you to drop off. You could have read it, some of them this morning, but having done anything, probably not.
Well, okay, here's what I gotta do. Okay, I was gonna sort everything right into like, these need to be paid, this needs to be inspected, these people need to be contacted. And then I was gonna go to the legal eagle dude, use his secretary troll, and be like, get this done for me, please.
Okay.
Wow.
He said I could use his secretary, okay?
That's a
but
bit
he's
much.
not all there.
I don't really have a whole lot of other options. I don't have my own secretary.
I mean, that is true, but also I'm not blaming anything that you're doing. It's just,
So anyway, you make your way up the large staircase over on the right-hand side. I had this all mapped out in my brain. I'm totally going to make it into a map, maybe. The second office from the end, you knock on the door. You hear on the inside.
I open the door.
A grunt or a chair being moved.
As you come in, the hulking troll that was in the room, you do not see Mr. Legal Eagle anywhere. Hold on one moment here. I need to do a dumb DM thing. I misplaced my note that I had written. What's his name? It was something really stupidly simple.
Peggy, what's the guy that runs the Legal Eagle channel?
Not that. It was like Mitchell or something.
I don't know his name. I just know his YouTube channel is Legal Eagle.
Steven commented on it when I said it last time. He's like, that's really normal.
Yeah, I don't remember what it is.
Well, anyway, I have it written down somewhere. I have too many sticky notes. He's not in the office. And as you come in, the large troll is hunched down behind the desk, comically small for the size of this troll. He's wearing a pair of half-moon spectacles on his nose that are about yay big compared to the size of his eye, like barely able to fit on the bridge of his nose. And there is a mundane typewriter on the counter, and he is hunt and pecking letter by letter.
Mundane typewriter is pretty dope right now.
Yeah.
And one finger at a time typing this really arduously long letter. You can see that this letter is going off the end of the table, and he's just...
Hello, friend. Can I ask a favor?
Huh?
So your boss said that if I needed any assistance, that I could come to you and ask for this assistance. I'm so sorry. I don't have any other help. unless you could find me help.
He extends just a meaty hand.
Okay, so these need to be, somebody needs to be found and inspected for these. These fees need to be paid, and like I explain everything that needs to be done.
Pulls them up close, holds the half moon spectacles like really high up to the light, looking at this massive stack that in his hands relatively manageable. Looks over on the desk. There's a pile of papers there as well. He lifts the large stack of papers, puts yours on the bottom, lays the stack back on top.
If you could find me somebody that could help me, and so you didn't have to do that, that would be better. But if you can't and you're okay doing it yourself, I don't know who to contact to get help.
What languages do you speak?
Celestial, Elven, Sylvan, and Common.
Okay. So as he's sitting at the desk, knock.
I don't speak.
Are we there with her?
You're probably down below. I don't know if Peggy would have brought you up. Would you have brought them upstairs?
I would have brought them with me if they wanted to come.
Okay, so in that case, Kayla and Glaive, are you listening in on the conversation?
Yeah, absolutely.
You hear this troll in a very broken, in a giant's language of Cockney, almost illegible, like the worst British accent version of Cockney. Say, "You got coin?" You don't know that, Megan. This is what they hear in the hall.
Responded giant. Yeah, I got coin.
It turns and looks out at the hall with the closed door. Hey there!
Okay, I don't know what that was. I'm sorry.
Are you there?
Very close, Vale. Who's there?
Oh, so close. Close enough. Give Glaive a push forward.
I come in.
Pulls
like
up the
I
spectacles.
own the place.
Pulls up the spectacles. Pushes up the spectacles, trying to look down at this minuscule form that's speaking giant.
I didn't even think of that. That's great.
Yeah, I forgot. What?
Osrek nashik, also na pariokum.
My cousin's looking for a job.
Is he good?
He wants coin.
I got coin.
Tell my cousin. This is all in giant, by the way. He's saying in giant.
What else
right.
did you say, Glaive?
He is wanting you to hire his cousin to help him with the work.
Is his cousin, or is your cousin a good worker?
Alright, man. Does your cousin know the way of the world and how to do the job?
The way of the world.
He can work.
Right, but can he do this job?
He can work.
Alright, can he read? That's all I want to know. Can he read?
And is he nice? I mean, he needs to be nice to the people he talks to.
You're right. We need somebody on the streets to inspect homes and such.
And such.
We'll take him.
We got a real country there.
It sounds like my neighbor.
It sounds like Arthur Morgan.
Wait, me?
Yeah, you!
Arthur.
Well, I am so very honored that you embrace me with such.
Just one more score.
That's a girl.
Well, I've killed the DM and George.
So what are you what are you telling Elena?
All right, Elena. looks like what we got is a person that can go out and be somewhat friendly with the people that he has to do inspections with.
All right.
I mean,
Now-
you're also just trusting this guy to just believe that his cousin is a good fit.
I really don't have any other option at the moment, though.
Oh, I know. I'm just making you aware of your
Spoiler
decision.
alert, I've just named his cousin, and it is definitely Martyr Argan.
Nice.
I'm in love.
Well, there is another option.
Oh, we can use your simulacrum.
Yeah, and I don't think I like it very much.
That we use it, or you don't like your simulacrum?
No, that was him. Sorry.
I mean, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't like the simulacrum either, but...
I mean, if he does have magical abilities, still.
There's something off about him.
Is that really the way you're supposed to pronounce that?
Simulacrum.
Simulacrum, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm playing Glaive, and he does not like that thing.
You were just making me question myself. I'm like, Simulacrum? That doesn't sound right. Simulacrum.
Wait, is he still with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I mean, if you're okay with us using him,
I mean,
is he okay with it? I turned to Xavier 2.0. Are you okay with it?
If you're okay.
Well, I was kind of hoping to go too, but if this needs to get done, I can help.
It kind of needs to get done, yeah.
No, he looks through some of the papers. What is he looking at? Is this like one-on-one, having to go to houses?
The first page that you pull up, I shall read to you here. It says, the terms and conditions of this license agreement shall be reformed to the terms set forth in this license, which shall, upon 60 days of notice, a reasonable period of 6 months, and there are no other patient's rights expressed or implied, including but not limited to damages or loss of goodwill, work stoppage, computer failure, or malfunction, or any contributor under this agreement, whether expressly by implication, estoppel, or otherwise.
Oh my
All
God.
rights reserved. And it continues like that.
Yeah, this isn't the kind of work I normally do. I don't think I'd be doing a good job.
All right, so we'll hire your cousin then.
Stands up, offers a giant meaty hand.
I shake his hand.
Aw, I want to shake his hand.
Sits back down and begins.
All right.
What's his name again? What's this
I
guy's name
leave.
again?
No one has
I
asked.
leave like 20 copper. No, not 20 copper.
Word.
Sorry, 20 platinum. Is that too much? Is that too little? I don't know.
You are hiring this person for an indefinite amount of time. I think it's fine.
Have...
He'll stop when the money runs out. It's fine.
Probably.
You might be dead by then, so who cares?
I kind of care. All right. Let your boss know that I appreciate his assistance. What do you say, Glaive?
That was a
Was that a horse? Like,
what he said was,
yep.
Okay, all right, all right.
Fuck off. I caught that one.
Can I place a flower on his desk?
You sure can. You walk up and kind of like a child in a candy store, like look up on the edge of the desk, like with your nose just barely over it. And he looks over as he's typing, and you just slide a flower very gently across the table toward him.
we all hear the ee.
Glances down at it, picks it up gingerly between two fingers.
It's a sign of friendship.
And tucks it behind his ear.
He's my new best friend.
Everyone's your new best friend.
my heart.
Goes back to typing.
Somebody's getting jealous over there.
Ding!
All right, let's go to the stable.
End of our lives? Sure.
In walks Legal Eagle.
Let's go!
Okay.
There you go,
All
Cal.
right.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
So, you all exit the embassy and beginning heading toward the stables, which are on the edge of the village, where you had passed them, leaving the military district before. As you come up, there's a number of veterinarian-type healers working on a bunch of the horses. There's a lot of wounded horses. You see some mending broken ankles. Some are still tending wounds on flanks where they look like there had been arrow wounds. You can see the aftermath of that battle that had happened is still kind of being tended to at these stables here. But what are we? So you walk up to one of the stable owners who's brushing a large chestnut mare. Kind of a simple-looking man in a just plain green tunic, wide-brimmed hat around his head. As you come up to him, what can I do for you?
Real quick, Cal.
Wait.
Xavier sends to Simulacrum just to buy the materials that I need for the trip for the spell.
Okay.
Just so we can get that out of the way. Just mainly paper and some paper and ink.
I really don't trust that guy. There's something wrong.
It's
Mark
me.
off the gold.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
What? Why do you trust him?
So who is buying the horses?
That would be Vale, because Vale has the party money.
Ah,
all right.
Yes, the party fund, of course.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, and I'm looking at my money. I mean, the party.
So am I.
Your money.
We're getting horses?
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Well, if you're looking for horses, you're in the right place.
We can make do with 5. 5? 4.
Could
5?
we could potentially just do 2 or 3 and get a cart.
Cart would slow us down, though.
Not by much.
Why do we need a cart?
Be easier to work on the spell.
All right. But not like a fancy cart with a bunch of shock absorbers, because we're probably never going to use it again.
That's fine.
You mean you don't want a big carriage?
One way or another.
I mean, we could be all fancy on the road. That'd be good.
No.
Fuck, we have a cart. But it's in
Actually,
Whitestone.
I know.
I have that written down.
Do it.
By the end of this campaign, we're just going to have carts randomly placed all over the world.
The next spell I work on after this, summon cart. That's it.
Summon cart.
Yep.
And then if it's after 14th level, it automatically has 30 more temporary HP.
Find cart.
but it's like a half living cart because it has to be a creature.
Ooh.
Gross.
Awakened cart.
Awakening cart.
It's made out of bones.
Oh no.
Okay,
It's the cat bus.
Taken a real
Yes.
Not support this.
Cat bus, Kayla, cat bus.
What?
Cat bus.
It's
Totoro.
Totoro.
My neighbor Totoro.
Yeah, not the Canandaigua area transportation system they have around here.
I haven't heard of that either.
All right.
Oh, really? They finally renamed it, but yeah, the name for the bus in Canandaigua used to be the Cat's bus.
Say cat.
Yeah, Canandaigua area transportation system.
I never knew it stood for anything.
Yeah. That's not there anymore, but yeah, now it's the Ontario County. I think it's the Ontario County, something like that now. Anyway.
Do you have a cart available?
Got you couple. What size?
Enough to seat this group.
Probably want a large one then, unless you're looking to sell mops.
That should do.
I don't mind.
Suit yourself.
Did you say
Unless you're willing to sit in laps.
I heard sell maps. I was like, fuck no,
Probably
Mac.
wouldn't
I
know
thought you
any
said
maps.
sell mops.
Roy, one medium-sized cart then, and how many horses?
The expert here, how many sufficient to hold us?
You're gonna need at least 2 drafts.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just looking to go with just the carriage and no one riding, that's all you'll need. 2 drafts in a cart.
No.
Might be able to get away with 1 Clydesdale if you got yourself enough. If y'all aren't wearing a lot of heavy armor.
I think at least 2 drafts will be fine then. Should be. Not carrying a lot. And we've shaved down a bit of pounds. I look at Glaive.
Oof, too soon.
Right, so for all that, you'll probably be
up another one of you.
Probably be looking at about around 200 gold pieces for the lot.
200. Oh,
They're low on horses right now.
that's true. Fine. Here.
You hand her the gold coins. He walks into the stable. Comes back out with 2 bits and bridles. Take your pick of the drafts over there on the side.
I didn't take that out of gold. I actually took that out of gems.
No.
I just gave him straight up 200 gold pieces worth of gems.
Nice.
Sapala, do you want to pick the horses?
Not really.
Go ahead.
What kind of horses do we have?
So as you come around the corner, they're all like a very sturdy looking draft horse. Probably in human terms, probably closer to I can't think of the word right now. Not a Clydesdale. What's the slightly smaller Clydesdale?
Baby Clydesdale.
Hold on 1 second.
Thank you, Kayla.
Somebody has to appreciate you, right, George?
Someone does.
Well, it doesn't have to be me.
I will always appreciate
That's right.
you.
That's a half, probably something like a North Swedish draft horse would probably be the
What
That's
color?
what I
best.
meant to say.
North Swedish draft.
Oh no, don't get attached.
Always.
Oh no.
They're a large, very sturdy animal. Great for pulling carts, basically.
I just need to know
but-
what color.
Kayla, I will let you pick whatever colors you want for the 2 horses pulling this carriage.
Really?
Really, really.
She's
Okay.
so excited about this.
And it's a North Swedish.
Yep,
that
yep.
what you
I'm posting a picture as we speak here.
Nice. Bing.
Yes, Bing.
That's one of the horses' names.
Feel dirty opening that link.
You'll be even happier to know I'm using Microsoft Edge right now.
Oh.
What? Why?
I'm leaving.
Because I don't feel like reinstalling Google Chrome. It works fine. They actually made me download Firefox at work. I still don't use it. I should download Chrome though. I really should. Anyway, so Kayla, while you're designing your perfect horses, no, you're
I know
fine.
It's not important.
My little draft horse.
No. You take your time with that. But you all watch as Sapala rounds the corner, leading with a great big grin on her face, leading 2 large horses over toward the party. And there is immediately, you can already see a ton of flowers stuck in their manes. A couple minutes passes as one of the stable hands is bitten, bridling them, getting them hitched up to a medium-sized cart. It's bigger than the one you had in Whitestone. It has actual cushions for the seats, a like trunk space in the back under a lift-up seat where you kind of lift it up, store some equipment underneath. And there are poles where you can insert kind of like a tent covering over the top of it to protect from rainy weather.
Nice.
So not quite fancy, but getting close to fancy.
Oh, that sounds fancy.
All right. So, does anyone else have any final things they need to do in the city of Amman, or are we hitting the road at noon today?
Hit the road at noon today.
All good with that?
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a
Others-
break there. I want to get this next section kind of prepared.
All right, sounds
Only
good.
kind of, though.
Guess we'll be back in what, 10, 15 minutes?
10 minutes.
Okay. Be right back.
All right. So, I think Stephen, are you there?
Here.
Kayla, are you there?
Hi.
George, are you there? Peggy, are you there?
I am here.
Glaive, are you there?
Bring me my enemies so that I may cut off their heads, skin their flesh, and drink from their skulls like it was blood wine. Yes.
Yep.
I don't think we were live.
No,
Oh.
we're live.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Take two.
Sorry, Cal can't be the only crazy one here.
On the contrary.
Oh.
Hello?
You're here now.
Hey, where'd you lose me?
I don't know. Where did you lose us?
I asked AJ or Glaive, are you here? And I heard "bring me," and then it stopped. And I made a witty, and I made a witty comment about it's almost better that I didn't hear anything because I can fill it with all kinds of wonderful words. Mackenzie, are you here? And then I heard nothing, and then I realized everyone was frozen.
Oh.
AJ,
Yeah, you are. You keep breaking.
Sad day.
AJ, what'd you say?
It was you can't really repeat it.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. You'll have to watch it later.
Sad now.
It was a bit much.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go find that on the stream. Okay, so picking up where we left off, the party has gotten on their wagon and are heading on the way to the Umber Hills. A cart that is being pulled by a majestic black draft horse, as well as I haven't gotten the picture to load for the other one.
It's a toasted brown draft horse with a white mane and tail.
Yeah, there we go. What he said. So what kind of the weather is a little bit rainy, a little bit dull as you begin to leave the city of Amon behind you, heading toward the Umber Hills. And as you cross the previously blood-soaked battlefield where you had most recently faced off against Grogath Gorgath, you even passed some of the large stones that had so narrowly missed landing on Xavier as you dragged him from the battlefield. You approach the edge. Damn it, it's not the Umber Hills. I'm going to say this like a million times now.
It's now the Umber Hills.
It's not the Umber Hills.
It could.
I did path.
I even had it written down, and now it's like not in front of me anymore.
Oh, Fendon path.
Yeah, that one. To the path. The massive sheer stone cliffs that you approach as you come toward the pass. Who's leading or who's driving this carriage?
Sapala is raising her hand.
No,
I
was
will.
kidding.
Too late.
You know what? I got a solution here. Drastic has renamed this path the New Umber Hills. We're good.
There it is.
The New Umber Hills.
Boom.
Okay, now he's just being asinine about it. We're gonna kill this guy, right?
I mean,
Anyway,
part of the plan, I
who's
guess.
driving? Who's driving?
I'll drive.
Oh,
Okay, Glaive.
Okay, you
Mr.
can have the left horse.
Constantine, I need a Arcana check.
Okay.
I would like you to.
If I had other Xavier helping, would.
And I would like you to subtract
If I'm not
your
driving, I can distract other Xavier.
dexterity modifier
Okay.
because you are working on this on a bumpy cart.
What was the plan game you were talking about?
Would other Xavier be any of help?
No,
Okay.
not really.
Like his dex too.
Oh no, my tablet turned off. Turn back on, tablet.
My thinking is you're using your dexterity to keep steady, which is subtracting from your ability to study.
All right, that is so 22.
Okay. You get some good progress done in the maybe hour or two that it takes to get halfway across this field here, but you are not able to complete the transformation. It's hard to get them you're able to get like 1 or 2 things to transport, but you haven't gotten it up to the 4 that you really want to do.
Okay. You'll continue working on that, making sure that works.
All right. Glaive, you're driving the cart, right?
Further for the day.
Aye.
I would like a perception check.
God, these Percy dice are so nice.
16.
Yeah. 16. All right. As you approach the Umber Hills, New Umber Hills, I fixed it. The massive stone in the distance, you can see the massive stone cliffs that rise up almost sheer out of the ground. You can tell that there was massive like tectonic activity that caused these just jutting cliffs to go straight up at a 90-degree angle. At the top, where before there had been very primitive battlements that had previously rained down fire upon the advancing Iman and Whitestone cavalry, you now see fortifications have been erected. What was once just kind of a ramshackle group of cannons, you can actually see some stone structures have been built on these walls. There are large wooden towers that at the top of the cliffs can see for miles and miles around. With your understanding of military tactics, cities you've invaded in the past, you would believe that there is at least a garrison per watchtower who are keeping an eye on this entire pass, and there's no way through the middle that you could go without being seen by them.
We're just doing a little scouting right now, right? We're not actually going into it.
Yeah.
I would like to not go into this.
Pretty sure that was the plan.
Okay, just making sure.
So what I want to do here, it's going to be annoying because I was going to draw this up, but I did not have time to finish it, so I'm just going to do this. The way that the entrance to this this area works here at the Othenden Pass is you've got a sheer cliff here and sheer cliff here, and it goes into this pass. And this area is completely flat. You know, you're in a little horse and buggy here, and there's like watchtowers, barricades, cannons, and his camp is up that way.
Fantastic. Well, Elena.
Yep.
You just had to have a competent military leader as an enemy, didn't you?
Yep.
Where is your brother's camp?
I do not know.
There's an audible face slap as Glaive slaps himself in the face.
Did you ask him in the sending? Because that would help.
I will now. I cast sending. All right, Oliver. Where is your camp? That's it.
Response comes back. I am staying in the military district of Amon.
What? What?
What are you snorting about?
Nothing.
All right. So you've seen this firsthand. Vale, Sapala. Do you two want to handle or try this?
Try what?
Cocaine.
In.
Huh?
To the camp, like we talked about.
Oh, sorry, I think I misunderstood. Sure.
Well, if you both are up to it, I mean, I don't want to send anybody in there alone.
I'm nervous, but let's do this.
No, Dumbledore's driver. Just saying, what's the worst thing that can happen?
Oh.
Wait, did you say that or did I say that?
I don't know.
Whatever. I was thinking it.
Alright, what's gonna happen is we're gonna go behind that small outcropping over there, and you two are gonna slip out.
Right.
Then under nightfall, well, you're a sneaky bastard. You know what to do.
Sure.
Well,
It was meant to be a compliment. I'm sorry.
No, I thank you.
How late in the day is it when we arrive here?
At this moment, it's probably been about 3 hours. And Xavier, you can make another Arcana check minus dexterity.
Okay. Same thing, 22.
22. Still giving you some issues.
Wait, we how far was this pass outside of Amon?
Further north than I thought it was, so it's quite a good ways outside of Amon.
So it's only been 3 hours since we got out of Amon?
Amon, yes.
We're already reaching the entrance of the pass?
Yeah. It was a very quick cavalry charge at full gallop last time.
It just seems like we got here pretty fast for the distance on the map.
Again, DM completely misunderstood the geography of Tal'Dorei when he did the original setup for this, where it was a very quick cavalry charge to that pass. So
it was an uneventful journey.
Roll with it.
You were looking at your books. Time goes quickly.
Yep.
All right. Are you ready, Sapala?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right.
We enact our plan as sneaky.
Now, Xavier, I did say you can do 2 people with that spell at this time if you wanted to do that.
Oh, 2. No. I just thought I thought we had last I knew you said we had at least a day or 2 trip before we got close to his camp.
And that's when I looked at the map and realized that the Umber Hills was in the absolute middle of the map.
That was after even when you changed it to where it is now. So I got confused.
Okay, sorry.
So I thought it was going to be at least a day, maybe a day and a half. So I didn't expect it to be.
I told elephants, I think, when I was told that.
I don't know.
Why we don't get elephants.
We have at least one elephant.
It's true.
Mackenzie, I'm just struggling with having to keep up with my canon of the last conversation we'd had or last time we were here at this exact pass. It took maybe like half an hour for the horses to chase to this path.
Yeah.
So very slow horse journey, maybe 3 or 4 hours.
Okay. I was still confused because, sorry, just looking at the map where it is, just geography doesn't make sense. I hit the whole.
Mistakes were made.
Yes,
Yep.
mistakes.
Yeah.
Mistakes were made long before I looked at the map and realized I was incorrect about how far away the path that area is from Iman. How's this? So that circle is where Drassig's camp is. Hold on, let me put it back on that map. That circle's where Drassig's camp is, but the actual pass you have to go through to get there is like here.
Okay,
we got an invisible wall here. Because I misunderstood my map of Tal'Dorei.
Sorry, it seemed like, oh, we can get to Whitestone in like 2 days.
Player dot no clip.
True.
Again, I'm human, and I made a mistake.
No, you're good. It just
and I made a mistake months ago when I thought that the Umber Hills were like here, and the army ran into those hills in half an hour and disappeared. So I kind of got to backpedal on something here. So
yeah,
there's Umber in them hills.
You know what? Let's just split the hair and say that it was Aether. Aether messed with BS in the past. It was all him.
There we go.
Sure.
There used to be hills there. Then the time-space continuum got messed up. Now there aren't.
All right. So, Glaive will turn the cart around, and we will go behind a small hill so that Vale and Sapala can duck out.
Wait, so did you tell Elena where her brother is staying?
I will. If you guys need us, let us know. We or Xavier can get back here reliably.
All right.
Best of luck. Elena, we're going to the military district to find your brother.
Why?
Because we need to talk to him about what information we're going to be getting.
Why is he in the military district?
Because it's the most fortified place out here.
All right, let's go.
Wait, you're going back to Amman?
Yes, we all are, except for...
Do you want to stay with them? That sounded really asinine. Let me try that again. Would you like to help? Would you like to help Vale and Sapala here?
I mean,
yes, I'm kind of wondering why we need to talk to Oliver at Extents.
To see if he has any information that we don't have?
More so because we need to give him information that we have.
Yeah, we also have information that he might not have. And it's easier to speak to him in person than it is to do it over sending.
And
plus, to be completely frank, I myself, as Glaive gestures to his full plate armor, have absolutely no stealth capability and should not be on this mission.
Well,
and I'm very noticeable, like recognizable.
Well, I'm also just wondering, like, this is not the camp yet. This is just a blockade on the paths. So I don't know why we would necessarily split up here.
Is this Drassig blockade or is this?
Yes, this appears to be this is where the cannons fired down from before. So you would assume this is a blockade formed by Drassig. Mackenzie, while the cart is stopped, give me another Arcana check without the subtraction of your dexterity.
Drassig's men know what I look like, so I can't go any further without them firing on us.
29.
You finally get it to work.
Awesome.
As everyone's arguing around you, you suddenly the 4 rocks that you were trying to get to function with, all of them appear in your other hand, and finally,
I got it. Finally. Okay, so I'm ready on this front. Probably need a day to let it sit. But we just need to get through here. Taking a look around, is this like an extensively built blockade, or could it be possibly disabled temporarily?
Make a perception check.
Isn't it on a sheer cliff? Like, aren't they above a sheer, like...
Okay, well, that's my perception.
Or am I wrong that this is not also part of sheer cliffs and would be hard
15
to hide?
It is definitely really high up. It's very hard to make out from below what the exact fortifications at ground level up on the cliff are, because you can't see at the angle from down below. It does not appear to go very wide at the top of the pass. Maybe 100 feet in both directions, and you can't tell what the fortifications are beyond that.
About high up. How high up do you think it is?
$500 feet.
Okay.
Honestly, it might just be best that half of us go and then half of us go speak to Oliver.
Well,
I think we should stick with the original plan of Vale and I going.
Okay.
Because the plan was for us to infiltrate and figure out what's going on. No. And I think it's best with as little people as possible.
Yeah.
And
I take back what. No, that's meters. Never mind. Never mind. Meters.
What I was about to say. Fuck.
And when things go bad and you're all alone, just the two of you, then what?
When we capture and you come rescue us.
How long did you say between this barricade and the actual camp was there?
You do not know.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I do know now that working on this spell, this trip, I should be able to teleport people a great distance to me wherever I am. So if we wanted to, if we kind of just stay hidden here, hunker down for the day. I don't know how late it is, but probably only like 3 or 4 because we left around noon.
Mm-hmm.
So, just so I can finish the last bits of the spell, I do suggest that we just, all of us stay hidden off the side. I have a good spell for this. Just for today, for tonight, we can, if we had any other thing that we needed to get done, just in personal time, take it, and then me, Vale, and Sapala sneak across here, while you 3 go back to Iman, talk to Oliver, and then once you all are ready to meet up with us, send me a message, and I can bring you to us.
Question, DM.
Answer, player.
That wasn't the correct answer.
Oof.
Let's see. Those towers, can we see movement around them? Can we see in them?
Make a perception check.
I'm getting bad vibes here right now, and I don't like the idea of us splitting up.
Well, we could all go speak to Oliver tonight.
You said investigation?
Perception.
Dang it. 19.
Good. So from below, it's very hard to see. It's quite high up. You do not see any individual people, but what you can make out on these towers are definite arrow slits, crenellation. You can see these large metal almost like tubes sticking out of the towers that, as you remember back to the battlefield, were large cannons that had fired down. You don't see movement, but you see where people could be.
And we don't hear anything, or
You do not.
Oh, well, I can check it out. I can send Beak.
that sounds good. Let's do that.
Okay. So I will, on my shoulder, tap it, and Beak appears, and I will send him out. And just before he breaches 100 feet, I will go into his senses, and before he leaves my telepathic range, we'll tell him fly up around the encampment and do like 3 or 4 circles, and let me get a good look.
Okay. So Beak flies up, loses your telepathic range, but you can still see, and it goes up to the top. And as it breaches over the top of the hill, you can finally see that on the other side, there is large wooden barricades that are set up below the towers, what you can tell to be the original structure that had been built here, and then they've been building stone behind that further. There is large mechanical equipment on the backside, simple hamster wheel medieval technology, if you know what I'm talking about, where there's a person standing inside and they're walking to lift the crane, and they're moving blocks, and they actually appear to be building a wall. And this is not a small project. You can see large piles of stone here, and just from a quick glance with Beak, you can tell that they intend to stretch this wall out far. There are maybe 12 of these construction engines at work on the backside, a bit further back than you can see from ground level, and probably about 100 workers that are loading bricks, piling mortar on the backside of the wall. Some of them are hewing logs, and as Beak continues to fly up even higher, from the top of one of these towers, you can kind of see down over the pointy uppy thingies on castles. That word is escaping me right now. Anyway,
yeah.
Things for archers to hide behind while shooting at people below. Parapet, thank you. There are 4 guards per tower just on the top, each of them with these really long, crude-looking bows and arrows with massive, like, blackened arrows in a quiver on their back. Can't see. Are you gonna have Beak get close to one of the buildings?
Well, I can't tell. I just told him to do some circles in the sky so I can get a look. Didn't tell him to get close to any of them. So.
All right. So, and as he's up, you can also see a little bit into the distance. Beak's eyes, very telescopically. You can also see Jurassic's camp is not too far along in the distance. It's probably just an hour journey from this pass. A little bit further, you can see the smoke and tents in the distance. Maybe a couple of structures that have been built, but it's a very large encampment. Think Lord of the Rings when they're in the pass and they're looking down with the Rohirrim. You're gonna see tents for miles, basically.
Okay.
And that's pretty much all Beak can take in. But there's definitely people patrolling, people guarding, people building in this area.
I relayed all that information.
Did they
No.
look like they were wearing uniforms?
Did it?
Like
So we can all go back to Amon, speak to Oliver. That way, give Xavier time for his spell.
The outfits they are wearing are ramshackle, but you can see some level of coordination, kind of more like mercenaries that were brought under a new company, maybe given a banner here, a patch, you know, something to signify that they're part of this army, but they don't have a uniform armor or anything like that.
Like the mercs in Shady Creek Run.
Sure. I don't know what that means, but sure. I get when I accidentally do something Matt Mercer did and I didn't even know it.
Well, it's not. Yeah. And I'm sorry, maybe I missed it. Did you say that the ones that the bird could see, did they look like they were on high alert?
They're definitely guarding. They're patrolling, looking down into the valley below. You can't tell if they've spotted you or anything, but they're definitely looking out over toward the city of Amon, and they are armed.
So we can all go speak to Oliver tonight. That would give Xavier time for his spell. And then come back tomorrow.
Xavier can teleport us to him because he'll have that spell done by the time.
Okay, but
well,
people don't want to split the party.
We can't hear you, Mackenzie. I don't think.
But I know.
Oh.
One thing we can do: send him a message and ask if there is any major information that would help us infiltrate. And if he says yes, I have information, then we go back. I don't like that we are trying to basically waste most of a day coming out here.
But we're going to be wasting most of the day sitting here.
But if there's no information that he has, why go back when we can continue on from here?
We can plan with him because he's been out here. He's done this already.
We were out here too. We watched this all happen.
I cast a spell. Oliver, we are currently looking at Drassig's fortifications. Do you have any information that can help us?
Response comes back after a couple of moments. The fortification ends 200 feet to the eastern side of the wall. There is a small goat pass up the mountainside that is very steep, but our scouts were able to make the treacherous journey and pass behind enemy lines.
Ask him if he wants to join us as well.
What I want to do is plan a frontal assault in conjunction with sabotage in the rear. That is why I want to go plan with Oliver.
Yeah.
I cannot sneak into there. I will get us caught. So, me being out here does nothing.
I'm also not comfortable going back knowing that our friends are in there and your brothers, so I'd rather get in there, even if it's in disguise. So, point of it being, I'm going in whether anybody likes it or not. I'm not leaving people behind again.
Sabala, Vale. There's a goat pass about 200 feet. Did you say west?
East.
Okay, my bad. About 200 feet east, that way. Their scouts were able to get into it relatively easily. It is very steep, so be careful.
Well, I do. If we want to take a short break, I can finish up the small details of the spell, and then before you all go back to prepare for us going back there. And
Did I miss what this spell is?
the basics of this spell, I can mark a certain number of creatures, and then in the casting of the spell, and then within 24 hours, at whenever I want, as long as they're on the same plane of existence as I am, I can send them within area of me. As long as they're on the same plane of existence, no matter what distance they appear.
Become Iron Man's Infinity Stones.
Sort of.
I was thinking more like Mark and Recall from Morrowind, but on people.
Pretty much. It's also like it's actually also like a actual spell. It's a Mordenkainen spell. But this is with like an object instead of creatures. So this one's more only for creatures. But it'll be a quick way to get the rest of you behind enemy lines.
DM question, doesn't that mean you would have to be behind enemy lines first?
Yes.
Okay.
So, and at the moment I designed the spell to be able to, at the basic level of casting, to be able to bring four people to me, or 4 creatures. So if I wanted to, I can mark one of the horses, then the 3 of you. But I don't think the horse wants to be back there.
Look at a bad idea.
So I just
I'll
need...
just walk in there looking to join up.
I mean, I'm still up with Dave's idea of a frontal and a back attack. And then we get rid of the blockade, and we can send in armies.
And I do agree with that. It's just we need people back there for the...
So, y'all can sneak in. Glaive and I can go speak to Oliver.
He needs to mark us before we can leave.
Yeah, so we just need to take a small break. Let me finalize some details, and then cast it on you all.
Okay. Is Yoldoris going with Glaive and I, or are you going with Vale, Sapala, and Xavier?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't really like the idea of splitting us up, but
Well, I do want to put this on you to ease your mind a little bit. We won't engage. We will get close to the camp, but we'll stake out a bit of ways, so we won't be in any initial danger from Dressix men. And I have some spells to keep us hidden.
I thought we were going in. I thought that was the point.
Well, we... Oh, shit, I have the other me.
Sapala was told to go in and stake out the camp.
And
figure out Drastic.
Another Xavier will be with you. The group going back.
Which means Vale doesn't have to put up with it.
So.
No,
but dang it! This point is when I wish I actually took invisibility. It was a spell in mind.
All right, so are we taking a short rest here?
We're taking a short rest.
Yes.
All right, so behind your little outcropping there, you guys spend... Did we decide 15 minutes was a short rest?
That was an hour.
An hour? All right. You spend an hour back there, cook up some food, enjoy the rainy Tal'Dorei weather. Oldoras, you take a few minutes and pop up the tent on the back of the wagon so that everyone can have some shelter. Paula, you sit there in the rain growing little flowers. spraying them around the rock outcropping. Vale, you pull out a book. The Vampire's Journal.
Oh,
Uh,
God,
Oh,
so
jeez.
sappy. Why is he sparkling?
Why does he dazzle?
Not what he's referring to.
No, I know, but it was funny. Xavier, you finished everything you need to have that spell prepared.
All right. Now this will take a little bit, but I will start the process of casting the spell. So I'm taking the blue paint, crushing up the sapphires to a very fine powder, which takes up a good bit of time. The whole time doing it, he's chanting. Weaves of magic are going into the paint and combining with the mixed in, crushed and powdered sapphire. And near the last few minutes of the casting, he takes a small paintbrush. Has Elena, Glaive, Oldoris, and other Xavier stand in front of him. He will take each of their hands one at a time and will paint one line down, and then going back up, paints a feather on each of their hands. And the final casting, he magic flares all the symbols. Am I cutting in and out on Discord?
No, I'm laughing at Cal. He's got some new
Oh.
flares in it.
Yeah, this is why I was wearing a hat.
The symbols flare, slowly fade to a very dull image. You try to wipe it off, and it doesn't wipe off. And then on the back of Xavier's hands, the same symbol glows and appears. Put his glows back over. All right.
Doris is like brushing it off on his armor, like it won't come off.
It will go away when I'm done. If anyone looks, the paint, he doesn't use up all the paint, but when you look down, the paint is gone. Like everything's like cleaned, it's just gone.
Waste not, what not.
So that symbol will disappear from my hand and all of your hands once I initiate the spell. But we have 24 hours from this moment. Better mark off that spell slot.
Or it will kill you all.
Yes. Agnamagno contingency. Nobody? Okay.
Not a clue.
Okay.
So you just finished casting the spell, correct?
Yep, it took an hour.
One moment.
Ooh, so cute.
I just
Is
made
it-
them.
Is it me?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you're cute, but the
Oh, yeah,
Look.
stickers.
Yeah.
We now have official stickers, guys.
Announcement.
Find them and are not merch shop.
Yeah. Well, I guess the three of us will start to head from here. It said it was near the end of this embankment to the east.
200.
Yes.
200 feet, yes.
Xavier, as you're saying that, a bunch of just gnats begin kind of flying around your head as you're talking. Like, so we're going east.
What the hell?
Are any of us noticing this?
Yes. You see that these are actual bugs that appear to be attracted to Xavier.
You got a lot of gnats there.
Uh,
sir.
Prestidigitation. I'll create like a bug repellent.
And they just keep coming back. Like every time you cast it, it's like zoop, and the gnats return.
What the hell?
Make an Arcana check.
Uldoris to try and summon his pact weapon.
Oh, God.
Don't worry, I got it.
33.
33. You had a feeling something like this would happen. There was a little bit of a magic surge with your first casting of the spell. This
Okay.
should go away in a few minutes. But just magically, some gnats have become attracted to you for a little bit.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Attracted or attracted?
They're bugs.
Rolled on the wild magic surge table.
Well, Doris is looking down at his weapon like, okay, why isn't it happening to me?
Because I'm the one that created and cast the spell. First time casting the spell. For reals. It could have ended much worse. I'm okay with the Nats. Magic is unpredictable. At times.
I will let the weapon dissipate.
I want to say my goodbyes.
Why are you saying goodbye?
I mean, because I'm leaving. Not
We're
Kayla,
going-
Sapala.
We're going to see each other soon. We don't.
Talking to you.
Well,
Okay.
maybe.
alright,
I mean, we might not.
Stuff could happen.
This is true.
Paula goes
Sapala.
to Clave.
Ah, yes.
Or are you speaking first?
What? No.
I was probably speaking first.
Go ahead.
I don't know. Glaive's going to hug Sapala firmly, tenderly, lovingly, and say very honestly, if anything happens, I swear I will use this hammer and turn all of their heads to a pile of nothing but mash. You call me if anything goes bad, okay?
Of course. She kisses him on the cheek. Don't worry. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do.
I love you.
I love you too. She goes to Eudorus. Eudorus, don't worry. It's going to be okay. And she gives him a hug.
Okay.
Slips a flower into his pocket.
Slips 50 flowers into his pocket.
It's completely unaware.
Cast Ray of Flowers.
I kind of feel like I should be in there with you. I have a bad feeling.
Oh.
Be careful.
It's gonna be. I will. I promise. It's gonna be okay. I don't think I can leave my friends in there.
Who else was staying? It was Vale and
Yep. OG Xavier.
Real Xavier.
Xavier Prime.
Yeah.
Not fake here.
Odoris gladly takes Kayla's hug and then looks to Vale and Xavier Prime and says, if my sister is in there and she sees you, I don't know what she will do. And she is dangerous.
Well, if anything happens or goes wrong, I'll get us out. And trust in the feathers. They'll lead the way.
Be safe.
I'm dangerous too, Eudorus.
Stop making that face, George.
Didn't say anything.
Your face said enough.
Elena, be safe.
I will try.
The feathers
Good
will
answer.
the feathers will beep 3 times when they're about to be summoned.
Beep.
Flicker,
Loud
you.
beep. Sorry.
Vale, he's a wizard. He
Arcane
uses
terminology.
exactly.
Go beyond me.
I don't understand his words either.
They will flash
wizard stuff.
3 times when you're about to be summoned. People are gonna give me a freaking aneurysm. I'm looking at you.
That's the goal.
Well,
Doris hops up into the cart and waits for everybody else.
Xavier Prime. We'll look at Vale and Sapolo. Shall we head out?
Wait, which one?
Xavier Prime.
Okay.
We
Sure.
gotta get like t-shirts for him.
I'm wearing different clothes, right?
Dumbass 1, Dumbass 2.
Yeah. That'll help.
All right. Well, they are dressed differently. Xavier Prime has the black armor, and other Xavier does not. He has more of his basic robes on.
All right, so you're heading out?
Yep.
Yeah.
Before we get too far, Sapala's gonna run back and give Glaive another hug and then run back to y'all.
Catch me!
With that, the three of you begin making your way. Are you going straight in, or are you going to the goat path?
Goat path.
Go path.
Maybe we'll make some goats.
All right. You begin making your way toward the goat path. The rest of you begin heading back to the city of Amon. I feel like that is a good place to end tonight's session.
Does to me.
Cool.
Thank you for joining. It was an absolute pleasure. Glad to be back. Didn't get to murder anyone this session. I mean, didn't get to have any remarkable story points. I don't know. But thank you. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye.